To have a good time. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I know he was like, what? Was he impeached?
Yes.
He was. Okay.
He was impeached, not convicted, because Senate was Democratic and they wouldn't kick him out.
He wasn't convicted?
He was impeached, not convicted.
Okay. You know who was convicted? Anybody?
Nixon.
I know there's
No, not Nixon.
No, Johnson.
Andrew Johnson.
I was going to go with Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. How you guys doing? This is episode 7 of the Heads Up Display podcast. Yes, we are still around and we're still doing it. And we're going to keep doing it until we get a couple more views than what we're getting right now.
Until we make bank and sell
I'm sorry, I'm kind of disappointed in it right now. It keeps me up at night.
He's sleepy or sleepless.
So who do we have on the podcast today? We got...
here we go again. I didn't introduce myself again. My name is Gage Garrett.
I am your host, Brian Lanning.
I am a guy, Josh Engard.
And I'm Robert Lanning, not related.
Not related. What?
Not related.
I'm
No,
Chris, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Chris, we were doing that Wednesday night.
This is Tuesday night, not Wednesday night. Come on, man.
I thought this was Gamblers Anonymous.
What about all this Everclear?
It's not really ever clear.
Not
it's
really
not
ever
really ever clear.
It's vodka, but
Do not
still.
kick us out, SGA.
It's vodka. I'm not insane.
I think we've talked about vodka in one kind of capacity.
Vodka.
Every single podcast this semester.
You say
Last
that
semester it was Murph.
Murph.
This semester it's been vodka / Russians.
Why don't we talk about Monica?
Not that again.
Oh,
We were playing zombies, and for some reason he took on Bill Clinton act. And
I don't remember why I did it.
That's
And he
awesome.
just was like, Monica, where's Monica?
In my PR class earlier, we talked about after the Lewinsky incident, like 2 years after, and he actually had his video confessing to it, but then he was like, yes, I had inappropriate relations with Miss Lewinsky, but we got bigger fish to fry. America, there are more important things than little Clinton, okay? So.
That's a good one. Say what you want about Bill Clinton. He was a pretty good president.
Yeah, I liked him. I still like him.
Just
I
like to have a good time.
Yeah.
Just like to have a good time. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I know he was like, what? Was he impeached?
Yes.
He
Yes,
was.
he was.
Okay.
He was impeached, not convicted, because Senate was Democratic and they wouldn't kick him
So
out.
he wasn't convicted.
He was impeached, not convicted.
Okay. You know who was convicted? Anybody?
Nixon.
I know there's
No, not Nixon.
Was it
No,
Johnson?
Andrew Johnson.
I was gonna go with Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. For those of you who don't know,
Shia LaBeouf for president.
please let your captors let you out into the broad daylight, because this has been all over the news. Shia LaBeouf was arrested at ACL in Austin on 6th Street, trying to get into what I've heard was a really, really crappy bar.
Yeah.
He was too drunk to get into the bar, so he stumbled across the street and jaywalked in front of the police.
They told him not to do it again.
At which allegedly he did it again. They threatened to arrest him, in which he yelled at them, "Do it," which is what I read. It seems way too good to be true. If that's an embellishment, it's a great one. But if that's true, that's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
I really hope the cops are like, we're making our dreams come true. Right there on the spot.
Do you think yesterday they were saying tomorrow?
It's gonna become one of those urban legend things, kind of like the urban legend with Bill Murray. How he
Oh, the French fry thing.
French fry thing. Like he walked up to somebody. Apparently he walked up to somebody. He took a French fry off their tray. He ate it and he said, "Nobody will believe you," and then just left. It's like, total Bill Murray, but that's.
Bill Murray stole my French fry one time. Shut up.
You're
Shut up. You're
Nobody would
drunk.
believe
Go
me.
home.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Bill Murray would do.
It's,
No, but I was saying earlier, when I first came across the article about Shia on my Facebook feed, it wasn't like, Shia got arrested. We're past that. No, it was, oh, come on, man. You were doing so much better, kind of, not really, but you were doing a little better.
You were motivating.
Yeah.
I remember exactly where I was when I heard that Shia LaBeouf got arrested in Austin. We were doing a football game on Friday night, and Gage comes. I'm shooting a play, and he goes, "Hey man, Shia LaBeouf just got arrested in Austin." I'm like, what?
like, oh, I missed the touchdown.
What are we doing here? What are we doing with our lives?
Why are we in Austin?
Why am I not in Austin? I'm like, from Austin.
I hope there's just a period where you're filming a play and the camera just drops randomly.
What? You just hear me off camera. I got arrested. What?
I was like, yes! And we read the details, like, that's amazing. That's hilarious. Like, I feel bad for the guy because I thought he was pulling it together.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I hope his mugshot is anywhere near as good as his mugshot last time. Totally wasn't. His mugshot was like...
He almost looked like he was crying, and I was like...
His old mugshot is like the bottom half of his face looks really happy, but the top half of his face is like crying and like he's like dirty and unshaven and his hair's all
That's one of the picture I saw.
We should show it. We should pull up on the screen.
Almost as good as Matt McConaughey's mugshot. You guys ever see?
Yes.
You guys know what he got arrested for?
Like naked.
This was like 15 years ago. Yeah, it's like before his career like really blew up.
Yeah.
The naked bongos.
Yeah, the naked bongos in his neighborhood in Austin. Got
This
arrested
was
in
like
Austin.
post. This was post.
High on the marijuana, playing bongos in the nude, and the cops arrested him.
I don't see a problem with that.
I see that 5 times a day in Austin, so.
Yeah, that's what part of Keep Austin Weird did we not
Matthew
understand?
McConaughey's just trying. He's
point.
doing his part. Yeah.
At a certain point, you just gotta let people, do themselves. Like,
On the subject of Matthew McConaughey, one thing that I have noticed, with the exception of his role of Rustin Cole, the uglier he gets for a role, the better the movie.
Yeah.
Really.
Just a fun fact.
Isn't he preparing for like a Civil War
Something
role
like
or something
that.
like that? 'Cause I kept seeing pictures of him like
There's-
full beard.
There was that, and then there's this one, I don't remember what it was, but I saw a picture of it, and he's got like hair about to right here, but he's missing the top part of his hair. He's got a gut.
That's
I
gonna
was
be
like-
a good movie.
It's like, it's gonna be a good movie. McConaughey looks
it's
like
gonna be
crap.
good.
Guys, look at him in Dallas Buyers, man. He was like a skeleton because he had AIDS.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he got super ugly for that movie, but it was pretty good.
Mud,
Constance.
It's pretty ugly in
Yeah,
Mud.
it wasn't.
Mud was great.
Mud was
Mud good?
fantastic.
It doesn't get...
It's still on Netflix, right? Or did they take it off?
I have it, so
Oh, okay.
It's by the same guy who did Take Shelter with Michael Shannon.
I need to find that movie somewhere and
I have it.
watch it.
So
Really?
I have to show
He has like every movie that's available for
Dude,
legal purchase.
Did you have Army of Darkness?
I don't.
We need to get that.
Never mind.
You got me. I'm sorry.
We need
I
to
was
do
trying to help you out.
HUD
I
Movie
appreciate
Night and
it.
Army of
This
Darkness.
is why I drink.
Well, that's
Okay, it's just, this is why I drink.
That's why I drink water.
Stop. You're hurting everyone, including your family, Chris. It's
Yeah.
just
We here at
I
HUD
can't
do
put
not,
the cap back on.
we here at HUD do not condone chugging of hard liquor. Please mix that with some Coke or something first, okay?
Maybe some like
Coca-Cola.
soda
we support me.
or like like a grape juice or something.
I hear Ambien is great.
I'm going to dip this potato into some Vicodin. That's from The Martian.
Yeah. No
what happens
spoilers.
when Mark Watney runs out of ketchup?
I ran out of ketchup 7 days ago.
So he just crushes up some Vicodin and dips a potato in that.
It's great.
Sure, that tastes great.
I tried it.
Can you living off potatoes that long though? Oh my god.
Do what?
Nothing, living off nothing or almost nothing but potatoes. Like,
for life.
unless you're Irish, that's not gonna work out. Irish and maybe Russian.
It really didn't work out during the famine either.
No, yeah.
I guess speaking of The Martian, do you want to talk about your favorite? Because I love The Martian. Do you want to talk about your favorite and least favorite movie and book adaptations, like book to movie or whatever?
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Let's just
Start us off, Chief.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Favorite. Man. Having read The Martian and having read Gone Girl, both enjoyed both the book and the movie very well. So I would say those are probably two of my favorites. Least favorite. Man. That's kind of tough. I'm gonna go with Twilight because I read the books. I'm admitting this to the world right now. I read the books. And
Yeah, I didn't realize we were in confessional.
No, I read the books mainly because my sister told me to. We grew up reading Harry Potter together, and she's like, "Read Twilight. They're so good. They so weren't." And
Read
so,
Twilight, she said. It'll be fun, she said.
That's exactly what.
Next thing I know, I'm sparkling.
Exactly. And so I read the books. So the books were they're all right, and then the movie. Oh, the movie. I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's probably the worst. That one's probably the worst one for me.
Okay, my favorite, actually I've got two. Lord of the Rings trilogy,
Yes.
fantastic. They had to drop all the details though. No
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah.
Bombadil. Obviously you can't afford Tom Bombadil when you're making 3 movies and they're all
Yeah.
3 hours long.
Yeah.
Love Tom Bombadil, he's awesome. If you don't know who Tom Bombadil is, go read
Yeah.
the books because he's pretty dope.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it, but I think it has something to do with this.
But the best movie to book adaptation I've seen, and this is even better than Lord of the Rings, first 2 Hunger Games movies.
Really?
Third one, embellished, because they decided that they had to follow the paradigm that you have to split a young adult novel into 2 movies for the last one.
Yeah.
Harry Potter did
It's
it.
like you make a perfect movie out of a 300-page book. Hunger
Yeah.
Games 1. You make a perfect movie out of a 300-page book. Hunger Games 2. The last one, 300 pages. We're gonna split it into 2 and add a bunch of stuff.
Hollywood!
No, but those
They gotta make a bunch of money, man. That's
those
Yeah.
first 2 are so good. They did not miss any major plot points. All
Yeah.
the characters were true. Of course, like any movie to book adaptation, they had to drop all the rich details.
natural.
All that stuff, like for example, in the second one, when they're on the train going around their little world, they watch the Hunger Games that Woody Harrelson's character was involved in, and it was the past quarter quell, so it was like number 50, and they had double the tributes. So 1 person out of 48 people lived, and it was him. And you saw how he won. It was awesome. So all the little rich details didn't make it, but really, really good adaptations. And the third one, we'll see how the second part of the third one. It's gonna be so action driven.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm gonna flip the prompt here. I'm gonna say a movie that was better than the book.
Okay.
Have you guys seen Count of Monte Cristo with Jim Caviezel?
Ooh.
I saw it when I was like a little bit,
Yeah.
when it came out.
The book was basically, it was written by Alexander Dumas, who wrote The Three Musketeers, and he wrote the series of Count of Monte Cristo books basically like a book soap opera. He just kept pumping them out because it paid his bills.
Yeah.
And the book is, even the abridged version is so drawn out, and the movie focused on the main themes, the main plot points, and wrapped it up in a nice little box, and was a fantastic movie.
And the reason, I may be wrong about this, but the reason a lot of those books were so long is because the writers got paid by the word.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, well, I'm gonna drag this out.
Yeah,
like, there's gonna be a lot more. There's gonna be some stuff that doesn't need to be in there, but bills, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys made this a little difficult for me because The Martian, Gone Girl, and Lord of the Rings are now off the table.
You're
So
welcome.
I will go with one that is maybe lesser talked about as being a good adaptation. The Da Vinci Code, I thought was a really good adaptation. Not a lot of people. I feel like that movie doesn't get the praise it deserves. The book certainly did, but I think the movie did a solid job. And as for not so good of an adaptation, the Percy Jackson movies so far they're at 2, and I honestly would not be surprised if they just couldn't
Just
have enough steam to finish it because it's so bad.
Just so bad. Huh?
The second one was somehow so much more worse than the first one, and I love those books growing up. I'll be honest, I may get a little heat for this, but I never really grew up a Harry Potter person. But Percy
Get out of
Jackson was my.
I'm with you, so don't worry.
Can I have that back?
Everyone
Yeah,
has
go
a
ahead.
mythology they grew
Get
up
out of here.
Also, maybe another adaptation that not so bad, but certainly disappointing, especially given the past work, was the Hobbit trilogy.
Oh,
absolutely.
Where
I
you
agree
take one book
100%.
and split it into
3 movies.
3 movies.
2 movies would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
2-hour movies would
Yeah.
have been beautiful. I don't know why
no.
he had to do that to me,
I
because
didn't have a lot of Hobbit.
The Hobbit was one of the first books I ever completed as a child. And it was written for children, and it was amazing. The original Xbox video game, The Hobbit, followed the plot so much better than the movie.
game. Holy
I've played through it like 3 times. It's one of my favorite games. I have no idea why. It's just so much fun.
See, I knew about that game. I never played it. I
It's a great
played
game.
the crap out of Lord of the Rings 2 Towers game.
Oh, yes.
Some of the
I
fixed
love
camera
that.
angles.
Yeah,
and
I had Legolas with the 2 swords, infinite glowing arrows, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, the dope.
you could get so.
Return of the King was also really good too
Yeah.
because you could play with like Sam and Frodo.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of that one.
You're just doing a lot of running there.
You did
A
what?
lot of running, a lot of climbing, a lot of...
Sam gets to fight Sheila.
It was weird though, because you'd be playing the 2 towers, but you'd have to start in the first one.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
start in Moria,
Yeah.
and like that was.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, I'm not even mad. more to play through.
Yeah, but I think a really bad adaptation was John Carter of Mars.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a
'cause
terrible movie.
I thought they took a perfectly good story that didn't need to be touched and made a movie out of it that was completely different than what it was supposed to
And
be.
they just called it John Carter. You couldn't afford to put Of Mars on there.
No, it wasn't in the budget, I guess.
See, this is all news to me.
Disney-
Do you have any idea how much that font
Yeah.
is?
Mars has copyright issues, and they just didn't want to. They didn't want to have to deal with that. Thanks, Mark Watney.
It was between.
It's because he colonized
They
it.
could get really good actors, or they could put of Mars.
Yeah.
And they didn't do
They
either.
didn't do either. Yeah.
But yeah, and then I thought a book that was actually really well put into the movie was The Fault in Our Stars by John Green.
Aww,
I know,
it was so
I know.
sweet. No, I'm kidding. I really like the movie. I never read the book. I like
Mike,
the movie
the
though.
only guy who's read all of John Green's books. But, that's what it is.
I saw the honest
Are you
trailer
single?
for that.
No.
You're not? Oh,
No.
dang. I was going to be like, he's single, ladies. But he's not, so back off.
Yeah.
No, I really liked The Fault in Our Stars, the movie. I haven't read the book, but the movie was really well done. That was with, Shailene Woodley.
Shailene Woodley
And
Ansel Elgort
that guy.
and Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe was in it. He
Also,
was not very nice.
Laura Dern was in it as well. She's from the original Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah, she was. Oh,
I've seen her in a while.
yeah.
She's the mother.
I can.
And then he drops it down.
Yeah.
Christoph?
Well, I'm going to be a little nitpicky with mine because I'm in the process of reading one, and I just finished volume 1 of the other. The best adaptation I've seen thus far is Watchman.
Ooh.
I'm in the middle of the graphic novel right now, and yes, they left a boatload out. I'm not even halfway through the comic, or the graphic novel, I should say comic, and most of what's in the graphic novel is covered by the end of the movie in what I've covered so far. And so, like, I have all this left, and I'm like, what's gonna happen? Like, I have no idea what's gonna happen, and it's great. But the thing is, Watchmen is one of my favorite superhero movies. Watch the director's cut, not the cinematic version.
So watch Zack Snyder's cut.
Yeah. But it was so great. It's what really got me into superheroes. Like, I always loved superheroes because, I'm a guy, but I'm an American.
Correction, he's American.
Yeah.
That's different.
But Watchmen really got me passionately interested.
Yeah, because it
And
was just so gritty.
it's
Yeah,
so
Watchmen's
gritty and
great.
dark, and it just gives you a whole new perspective on superheroes. But the bad adaptation I've seen about both my favorite movies and my favorite graphic novels, Constantine. I love that movie. I know a lot of people don't like it. I loved it. But if we're comparing it to the graphic novel, I'm going to have to go with the graphic novel because, one, source material. Two,
Yeah.
in the graphic novel, he's like this cockney, blonde, like, jerk. He was a jerk in the movie, but Keanu Reeves is not a jerk in real life. And he has a
He's
hard
the
time.
nicest
He's
guy.
like a saint. And he has a hard time playing that. Like, I feel like there's a part of him that wants to be a jerk, and that's how he's able to, like,
He wasn't even a jerk in John Wick. He was just trying to get vengeance for his puppy.
yeah. He's like, I don't want to fight, but you killed my dog, so everyone's got to die. I don't know why he's from the Bronx all of a sudden, but yeah, that's probably the worst adaptation I've seen, as far as books go, or graphic novels in this case. But read the graphic novel, Hellblazer. Hellblazer. Not
Hellblazer.
Hellblazer.
So sweet.
Yeah, it's great.
Are there any adaptations you guys are excited for or want to see happen?
Ooh, yeah.
Want to see happen. Excited for. I'm really excited, obviously, for The Revenant. If you know me, I haven't read the book yet. That is one that is on my list because they don't have a cheap copy right now. They're re-releasing it actually November 1st, and so then I plan on reading it then. But yeah, definitely The Revenant. One that I want to see. I'm still looking forward to the Lemony Snicket's Netflix series. That's gonna be
Yes.
great. I'm pretty
yes.
sure.
I was
It's gonna be
say,
great.
They missed a big opportunity with the movie.
Yeah.
I loved Jim Carrey's
He
Count
was so
Olaf.
good.
He was so good, but they twisted the plot to kind of come full circle after 3 books. There's 13 of those.
Exactly.
And I think a series is going to really do it justice. One book to movie / mini, I think it would work great as a miniseries. This summer I read a very, very good series of novels called Demon by a new author named Daniel Suarez. The book read a lot like Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton.
Mhm.
And
The reason the camera just shook is because
Gage's cat.
Gage's cat.
Thanks, Rust.
Come on, Russ.
Apologize to our 24 viewers. My cat.
Man, this
Shook the
is
camera.
the bitter.
Well, that's
part.
how you get
That's
views
what
on the
this is.
internet. So come here.
Come here, Rust.
Cats.
Get on the
Cats and boobs. We don't have boobs. Well.
Anyway, needless to say, great book series, very exciting. I think it would work great as a miniseries. It's kind of like a techno thriller.
I was just thinking,
lots of action
from what you've
stuff.
told me and so far what I've read, I would love to see that adapted in some way.
That's like, because you said very sciencey and stuff like that. So it's like The Martian. Reading The Martian is like very, Josh knows, like it's super advanced science, but they do it so well.
So it doesn't go over your head.
Exactly,
You can still basically understand what's going on. You don't understand all the nitty-gritty stuff, but also one that is going to happen that I cannot wait for is The Killing Joke. They're doing an animated version of it.
Finally.
And they're getting, I believe they're getting Kevin Conroy and
I met him.
and Michael. Mark
Hamill.
Mark Hamill, my favorite
Sky
Joker of all time. My favorite Joker of all time. They're gonna do it right, and hopefully it's gonna be dark, and it's gonna be awesome.
I saw a guy with one of the last scenes from Killing Joke on his shirt. Like there was the 9 panels.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want that shirt.
It's the one where the Joker tells the joke at the end.
Yeah. Oh,
It's so good.
It's like, it
Oh,
breaks my
gosh.
heart every time, and I'm just like,
gosh.
usually I think you're like a psychotic rapist, and you are, but you just need Jesus, man.
WWJD, and that doesn't mean you, Joker. That means Jesus.
Well, one thing I like to do with myself is just like it started with Wolf of Wall Street. When I first saw that movie, I started doing this thing where like none of this would be happening if you had Jesus. None of this would be happening.
You would be gut punching your wife right now.
Yeah, for your kid. Oh, yeah, you're such a great father. Sell me this pin. You wouldn't be selling pins if you had Jesus.
You'd be selling Bibles.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
Sell me
Mom, we
this
got
Bible.
chicken or what? Looking
Oh.
forward to seeing him as the Punisher.
Yeah.
What's his name? John Bernthal?
John Bernthal.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing him as the Punisher in Daredevil Season 2, which
There
I'm
better
so
be head rubbing.
hype about.
There will be
Yeah.
lots of head rubbing. I can guarantee it.
So I'm actually excited about an adaptation coming out. I think in early 2016 it's gonna. There's this author. His name's like Cliff something, and he's writing a book called Man at the Cinema.
What's it about?
I think it's Gentleman at the Cinema.
Gentlemen, were you following it too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I'm
cool.
following all the like every chapter as it's written.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. All right.
Something doesn't seem quite right here.
No, it's fine. So, Gentlemen at the Cinema. Gentlemen at the Cinema, I'm about 2 pages into it, and I can tell you right now that it's about a man who goes on a date at the cinema.
Okay.
Well, he's supposed to go on a date. He gets stood up.
Oh, okay.
So he decides, well, I'm already here. I might as well just watch the movie, and he becomes one sole gentleman at the cinema.
Ah, okay.
I believe the movie he's watching is Wolf of Wall Street or something like
See,
that.
when I think of Gentlemen at the Cinema, I think of like a bunch of like dudes in top hats with like those like penguin jackets
And a
with like
double
monocles.
a
I'm
double
like, oh yeah, it's about gentlemen. We're
Oh,
all
he's
at
at
the
the
cinema.
upper-
Yeah.
Watch Wolf of
Does
Wall Street.
anybody-
Good Lord, this movie's
Does anybody else think of Caitlyn Jenner at the cinema? Just at the cinema? I mean, that's just what
I also have an idea for one. We take Fahrenheit 451,
Great.
Oh,
Great.
but make it iPads instead of books.
Whoa.
that would
put it in
destroy so
Portland.
many
Fireman
kids.
But in
I'm
Portland,
pretty
yeah. All the
pretty sure
hipsters
Ray
are
Bradbury
burning
was
their
starting Fred
Apple
Armisen.
products.
yeah, Ray Bradbury would roll in his grave though. He did
Oh,
not
yeah.
want any of his books to be adapted to film.
Yeah, I remember reading something. He didn't have a driver's license. He never wanted to. Didn't even want to learn how to use a computer. Right? Yeah. Never wanted to type a book on a computer or anything like that. He was very.
He would have loved George R. R.
He
Martin.
was an artist, is what you're saying.
He would have loved George R. R. Martin because he writes on a typewriter.
Yeah.
Or not a typewriter. I think it's either a typewriter or a really really old computer that doesn't even use Microsoft Word or something like that. It's like just some old like 80s style computer, and he just.
That explains why we don't have any Game of Thrones books
Yeah.
yet, because it probably broke and they can't fix it. It's so old.
They're like,
Get with the
none of the
program.
parts of this computer are in stock because they're scrap.
They don't
People
exist.
are so awful to that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's old. He's in his mid to late 70s.
Really?
Something like
I
that.
thought
Or
it was
he's,
50s
or
or
he's
60s.
People are
No, he's
legitimately concerned that
he's
he won't
old.
finish the books before he passes
They,
away.
yeah, no, people are like railing
Well, I
on
mean,
him because
I'm
they think he's
concerned.
gonna die before the books. He's like, hey, I'm a person. Like I
I'm
saw,
right here, guys.
I saw an interview with him. He's like, people are so concerned whether I'm gonna finish the books or not before
Yeah.
I die. I'm like, that's so awful.
There's like a theory going around. It's like he's just built it up to be such this great thing that he doesn't know how to finish it.
I wouldn't blame him.
like I don't know how to end this. I
Yeah.
mean,
Everybody dies. I bet you that's how it's gonna end.
It is a song
So-
of fire
Boom.
and ice.
Or he could just be like, and then like final paragraph, and then they made this guy named Aragorn, who was like 8 years old.
Well,
Boom.
I think we have to go back to like, you have to go back to like Isildur, right? Like,
Yeah.
Don't sully the Lord of the Rings with Game of Thrones.
I think they could make a
They
baby.
could coexist, you know, but Game of Thrones was rated R, whereas Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is a Christian work. Game of Thrones is very not Christian.
So
You have a very sort of idealistic, traditional, and then like complete moral ambiguity.
Yeah, you have like paganism, you have this very dark off-brand version of Christianity with the Red Priestess, and then you have, what was this other one? Oh yeah, Death as a god, who we say no to. Oh, and then the God of Many Faces, who I think
Many
is
Face
cool.
God, yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of nice.
Yeah,
With Jack and Hagar.
yeah.
Jack is pretty cool.
Which leads me to my next point.
Your next
I
one.
was thinking maybe we could get an adaptation of Silmarillion
Huh?
as a TV show.
That would be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That'd
I
be
haven't
a
read it.
25-year-long TV show.
But
And ever like you would have to get a pen and paper and write down all the characters to remember. Like, as
I almost had to do it with Game of Thrones. Like, who is this guy again?
if you can handle the names from Game of Thrones, you can probably handle the names from Silmarillion. They're
Well,
just
that's
more complicated than Silmarillion.
I was
And there's like
thinking-
4 languages in the Silmarillion. So.
I was thinking the cast was primarily Nick Cage. I was
Yeah,
thinking
only Nick Cage.
He could like be fighting
No,
himself.
primarily.
Like, take that, Nick.
Even
Like,
even the
oh,
sex
that
scenes.
hurt. That hurt.
Oh, Nick, why'd you do that?
Why'd you do that, Nick?
Why do you have the Declaration of Independence in your hands?
Oh, Nick, I swear you're such an ass.
Even during the sex scenes.
Nick, you're so tender.
It's like flame on, Nick. Ghost Rider.
There was a great Saturday Night Live skit where Andy Samberg and Nick Cage both played Nick Cage, and he's like, "I've cloned myself so that I can be in every movie ever." And then like someone says something, goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. I'm gonna give you some compliments now." He's like, "Nick, I love your charisma." And he goes, and he goes, "Nick, I love your smile. You have the charisma of a." It was a silverback gorilla wearing a form-filling leather jacket. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Nick gets a lot of crap, but I like him. I
He's
like him as an
awesome.
actor, as a person.
I will forever love Nick Cage.
Yeah.
He does a bunch of crap movies.
Oh yeah, and like there's a college humor
You
sketch
gotta
like that, like
eat. Yeah, exactly.
like
That's
the
such a
agent
good
that's
skit.
like, Nick, you can't take every movie that you're offered. It's
That's so funny.
Nick,
You're
Nicolas Cage,
tasteless.
no one can take-
oh, you're tasteless. And the next scene is like a picture, like a poster of like a tasteless butthole.
Get Brock out
This
on the
next
phone.
one is literally a documentary about dandruff, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah! I love it. I love it, Gary.
Horror selective.
Check that out. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Chris, I guess you gotta do yours now.
Oh yeah, a series I would like to see adapted. Really, any C.S. Lewis fictional novel, I'd love to see adapted to a movie, like, you know, whether it's The Great Divorce, Screwtape Letters. Screwtape Letters would be interesting. I think it's been as a play before, not as a movie. And before I get into my thing, I just want to say there is an audiobook version of Screwtape Letters that is narrated by John Cleese.
Whoa.
And
awesome.
it is one of the best narrations I've ever heard. Because he gets into the character of Screwtape, and it's kind of chilling in some parts. Comedic in others, and then you're like, oh, wait, this guy's a demon.
It's creepy.
This guy's creepy. But anyway, going back to the series, I think should be adapted. C.S. Lewis's Space Trilogy. Out of the Silent Planet, Paralandra,
I need to read those.
and yeah, I just finished That Hideous Strength a month or two ago. And Paralandra was by far my favorite. And I think that would make bank at the box office just for the imagery alone, because it takes place on Venus. Paralandra is Venus, and just the way C.S. Lewis describes the planet and the creatures there and the two people that are on there, because it's in its first stages. Like, he meets their Adam and their Eve.
That's really
It's
awesome.
mind blowing.
Wow.
And I haven't ruined anything for you, so. Get on
I was
that.
getting worried.
Yeah. Go read those books if you haven't. They're incredible.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for our discussion, but I wanted to shout out a plug real quick.
Blast.
Heads Up Display is doing our first gaming convention
Gaming convention.
at the Texas Tech Student Union Building on October
25th.
25th. Anyway, we're having a huge convention called HUD Con. We're having all of the gaming organizations at Texas Tech together in one place, promoting our organizations, playing games, hosting game tournaments. There's going to be a competitive tournament. Everyone who shows up is going to be able to play. It's going to be awesome. We actually have a fundraiser we're doing where we're going to sell HUD Con T-shirts. I'll put a link in the description. But besides that, you guys check out all of our other content. If you want to like and subscribe, that would really help us out. I think we just came out with an episode this past Friday. Our first Let's Play is coming out. Well, I mean, this will post, so our first Let's Play has already come out, so go check it out. It's freaking awesome.
You should have watched it before you.
Is a couple of our hub members playing Gears of War 3 Horde mode. So y'all check that out. Check out our episodes, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.